What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today, believe it or not, we have another day trading recap. Trader stock BYND. Check it out. All right, guys. So we all know BYND has been making crazy moves since it IPO'd. And here's the daily chart. That tells you basically everything you know, everything you need to know from 40s all the way up to a new high today, which is $212.50. That's right. I traded a $200 stock today, completely out of my wheelhouse, completely out of my comfort zone, but it needed to be done. So that's what I traded today, and I do have the live trade for you on here, and it's nothing to write home about. I did take my final take profit up to $2 a share on my final take profit, and I did take that a little bit early, and I'll show you why. Before I show you the live trade, and before I show you why I took that last take profit a little bit earlier than I intended to, do me one quick favor. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, or you watch my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, do me a quick favor. It only takes a fraction of your time. Smash that subscribe button for me and the like button as well, because I stepped out of my comfort zone today for you. So check it out. I'm actually kind of glad now that I did take that profit and I read the chart somewhat accordingly. So I was in BYND right around here. One of these two candles here on this little deep dip to VWAP, and I was holding for a break out of this wedge. As you can see, I have this kind of flag pattern wedge formation forming here, and I was looking for a break out of that on increase, a real nice increase in volume. However, when we broke out of this flag or out of this wedge, the volume was not impressive at all. So I was expecting a dump candle like this one we're just witnessing right here in front of us right now. So what I did was I took some profit off as soon as we started to break out of it. And then once we made this high up here at 211 and change, I took my next take profit there because the volume just wasn't there. It wasn't increasing. I wanted to see us break out of this wedge with a similar volume bar to this one over here. Maybe not as huge, but definitely way bigger than these volume bars that we see here. I mean, here, I'll make this a little bit smaller so you can see the volume bars a little bit better. As you can see here, the volume does increase, but it's not even bigger than this volume here. And in order for us to really get some conviction out of this breakout, out of the pattern, we needed to see big volume, maybe a volume bar like this one. This is really what I was looking for, like a volume bar we're seeing on this dump. So I got long in here, took some profit off in here, and then took the rest of the profit off up here. So here are my entries and exits. Let me get that for you. Entered 208.93. My first take profit was 210.33, so that's over $1 profit. And then my last take profit was 210.92, so that's $2 profit there. Per share. I didn't have big size on this because, well, it's a $200 stock that can move $3, $4 on a whim. So I only had 50 shares on this trade here. But, trading the pattern is what really mattered. Trading the proper entry, the proper exits is what really mattered. I made 72 bucks today, and I'm, pretty content with that, even though it's underneath what I like to average on a day. Let me get that live trade here for you. What happened here? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Here we go. Got the live trade here for you. Let me bring it over. Why? Here we go, finally. So I'm in here, my 50 shares. It rounds up my average to 209.01 because it factors in the commissions. But I'm seeing here, we're holding this 9 EMA, we're holding VWAP, we're forming that wedge that I showed you, okay? So it's a low risk trade here. I was risking about $1 a share in order to make $2 to $4 a share, because I was looking to take, my first take profit where I took, and then looking to take my next take profit up around 212. So if I'm in at 209, 212, that's nice, about $3 a share there. So I'm in there. This trade did not take 10 minutes. I just let this keep recording. We're in there just, letting it do its thing, letting the chart work itself out. I'm not trading anything else other than the chart right here. And as long as we're holding, up above this VWAP and 9 EMA, if we can get this 9 EMA to cross over VWAP, we have ourselves a little trade going there if the volume can come in. So we start to get this little, push there, very small. I decide to take just half off right there, take 25 shares off. But I want you to notice, I'm going to pause it real quick here. This is a pivot point, okay? That's a pivot point. Shorts got short up here, then they got short here and here. These are pivot points. So once we break over this pivot point, I expect an increase in volume, okay, as we squeeze. We're breaking over this pivot point, and the volume is just dull. It's just really dull. That's where I take the rest of my profit, because the volume is just so dull. Look at that retrace. Like, if we would have hit the pivot point and came back and, done it again before we broke out, I probably don't sell my full position. I probably would have kept those 25 shares. However, we break that pivot point there and no real big volume comes in, meaning no shorts are feeling pressured there. They're not getting squeezed. Buyers apparently aren't very confident, so they're not jumping in there, buying more shares. And we don't get the squeeze up to 212. So I close it out right there. That was it. It was a 5-6 minute trade. So not bad. $72 on 50 shares. My plan was sound since we broke out of the wedge on not the strongest volume I'd like to see. I expected a flush. I did expect it sooner, but it just did flush down later. But this stock is something we have to keep on watch because it is a wild one. I'm glad to exit the trade green. Could have easily gone into the red because I would have gone and stopped out on this nasty flush. So I'm reading the chart and I'm reading the volume, and that's what gave me the indication on where to sell, where to take profit, stuff like that. Let me know how you did today. Drop it in the comment section below. What did you trade? I mean, there was a couple little stocks moving around, MYSZ, FCEL, Yoga, YOGA, and then of course we had BYND. Let me know what you traded. Remember to smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, really helps me out. I have a new video coming out more than likely tomorrow, and the title is Why Most Traders Blow Up Their Accounts. You're not going to want to miss that. I'll catch you on the next one.